Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another showcase for you today in the Evolution Cup, and we're taking a look at Ursaring. So you might be saying to yourself, why is Ursaring eligible? Isn't it the final evolution of Teddy Ursa? Well, technically it's not. Ursaring actually gets an evolution called Ursaluna in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I know it's not out in Pokemon Go right now, so it does seem a little strange that Ursaring would be eligible since Ursaluna is not available, but trainers think this might be hinting at a Teddy Ursa Community Day in November where Ursaluna will become available, and that could be the case, right? I don't really know. But either way, it is eligible. I don't think it was a mistake by Niantic. I think it was intentional, but I guess we'll see if they do decide to remove Ursaring in the future from the Evolution Cup. I guess we'll know about it. But either way, let's go ahead and dive right into these battles and see what we got going on for us. So, good snipe there, able to take that out with Vigoroth. They're going to be able to bring in Dragonair. But this Vigoroth with the body slams hitting so hard. Vigoroth is probably going to be on every shoutcast I do. It's crazy. Maybe not everyone, but like it's so good. You see Vigoroth all the time. You like know it's in the back, right? Like you just know it's in the back. That's how good Vigoroth is in this meta. So we're going to see this attack come in right now. That will be enough to KO the Dragonair. And in comes Wilius. Okay, get a counter off against it. Very nice. So in comes this Ursaring. So Ursaring doing a lot of damage. Going to go for the farm down, I guess? Yeah, going for that farm down. Just going to be able to get that farm down and take that win. You'll love to see it. Very nice gameplay there. So let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Dusclops into Vigoroth. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's kind of like a neutral matchup if you think about it, right? Because, I mean, they're not taking any damage from the Hex, right? Or at least not very much damage. And they're going to be able to throw the Bulldoze attacks. So damage is definitely adding up. We're going to see an Ice Punch right now. I wonder if I would have went for the return here, because I don't think they'll shield. Yeah, they don't shield it. But maybe you go for the return next. Yeah, looks like they're going for the return now. I don't think we're going to see a shield from the Vigoroth. So this is probably going to connect. Yeah, it's going to connect, doing so much damage, and they actually switch out because of that into their own Dusclops. Going to farm up to an Ice Punch and switch out into Vigoroth. Okay, very interesting there. We're going to see a Shadow Punch come out, not doing much at all. So they're going to throw another attack. This is going to be an Ice Punch, right? Yeah, it's going to be an Ice Punch. So now this Vigoroth obviously has to throw Bulldoze, so we're going to see the Bulldoze come out right now. Bulldoze going to do a decent amount of damage, as we've seen, but nothing too crazy. They're going to be able to get off an attack. Going to be an Ice Punch, most likely. Yep, obviously it's going to be Ice Punch. Really wants to get to one more Bulldoze, but I think they make it to an Ice Punch. An Ice Punch is not going to KO, but they actually switch into their own Vigoroth and get off a Body Slam. So this Vigoroth will go ahead and shield. And they did click on Body Slam. I wasn't sure if they clicked on Body Slam or not, but they actually did click on it, unfortunately. So this is going to connect and KO. Would have been nice to farm down there, but I mean, they already clicked on it. So in comes Dusclops. So Dusclops is going to go ahead and go for an Ice Punch. Just going to let this go and I guess rely on Ursaring. Actually going to be able to make it to the Bulldoze. Okay, so Vigoroth is going to be able to successfully make it there and KO. And they're going to bring in Dragonair, so going to bring in the Ursaring right now, doing so much damage there. We see some lag, but going to farm up a lot. Going to farm up enough for 2 close combats. Very good play, and this close combat, it's got to get the shield. And it does get the shield. And this next one, actually no, they switch into Dusclops and go for the Ice Punch they had stored. That was a great play there, forcing the second shield. And now the Ursaring has a close combat stored, so that's going to be enough to KO the Dragonair. But that actually you just don't even need the Ursaring. You just get to the Ice Punch, and this is going to KO. So that is going to be a great game. Very well played to both trainers. Yeah, able to win that one. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and move into the next battle. Dusclops into Haunter. Okay, both doing super effective damage towards each other. But they do have Shadow Punch, the Haunter does. Whereas this Ice Punch is going to be resisted. Or not going to be resisted, but it's not super effective towards Haunter. But they actually go for Ice Punch. Maybe they have Shadow Ball then? If they didn't go for the Shadow Punch. They may have Shadow Ball and they didn't want to charge up for it. Or they may have Sludge Bomb maybe. You never know. I've seen that moveset. But anyway, a Sea King coming in. Wow, Sea King coming in. Ice Punch is going to connect. Not doing too much. Or Seadra, not Sea King. Excuse me. Seadra. because Seadra is not a dragon type, right? It's a pure water type, so it's not taking neutral damage. I know Kingdra does take neutral damage, but Seadra does not, and it's going to be a Dragon Pulse set. It's a good shield. We do see the farm down with Ursaring. So very nice there. Seadra, very interesting. So Haunter's coming in. Wow, Haunter is heavily resisting these counter attacks. Triple resisting it. We're going to see a shield right now. And they do have Sludge Bomb, so it is the Ice Punch Sludge Bomb variant, which is kind of what I was leaning towards them having. But we do see a Body Slam from this Vigoroth coming out. Going to be resisted. Not going to do too much, but this next one should KO. Haunter is really frail. It's a glass cannon. So they do shield it. That is going to force the shield, and we're going to see an attack come in. Definitely going to be a Sludge Bomb, but is it enough to KO? Haunter does have a high attack, and it is not enough to KO, and they switch into Brionne. Okay, I actually battled 2 Brionne, one of which I lost one game, and the other game I actually won. So Brionne's a very interesting Pokemon. It does have Charm, but the downside to it is it's not Stab, so it's not a Fairy type, right? It's a pure Water type, so it's not benefiting from that extra damage there. But either way, that close combat going to take out the Haunter. That is going to be a great game. Very well played to both trainers. So yeah, great game. We're going to go ahead and move into the next battle. So Dusclops into Linoone, Galarian Linoone. Okay, wow. Okay, I like it actually. That's good. I guess that does well against the ghost types like Haunter and Dusclops. So maybe that's an interesting spice pick. But either way, Vigoroth is coming in, but it is double weak to counters. So obviously Vigoroth is going to have a good time there. But we're going to see a Body Slam come out. Probably enough to get off. I definitely can get off 2, I think. Oh no, not even going to throw it. Okay, just going to counter each other down. Well, you definitely don't want the Dusclops on that Galarian Linoone, right? So in comes Ursaring. It looks like the Dusclops will be on the Galarian Linoone, unfortunately. So they're going to be able to throw an attack. They can't throw Shadow Ball, so obviously it's going to be a Poison Fang. Shadow Ball is double resisted. The switch, okay. I mean, well, hold up. If you could land the return, they're probably not expecting a return. So if you could land this, I think you can. Yeah, you can land it. Okay, so now they know that you have return, so now you can just throw Ice Punches. So that's good there, but they're going to be able to get off an attack. It's going to be a Body Slam. Okay, what do they have? Do they not have a Dark Attack? Okay, I was thinking this would be a bad matchup, but if they're throwing Body Slam, maybe it's not that bad. Okay, I guess it's not that bad. They don't have like Dark Pulse or anything. I'm not familiar with it. I don't know what it has, but maybe not. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Another Body Slam coming out. But obviously going to heavily resist this with the Dusclops being a ghost typing. Okay, we do see that. We do see a farm down with Ursaring. Very nice. And in comes the Golbat. Going to go ahead. Both of these moves are resisted, so going to go ahead and throw the Play Rough, which is a little bit unfortunate there. Picking up the shield. At least you get the shield there. They're going to be able to throw an attack. We know this is a Poison Fang. Going to let it go. And can you really win? I mean, one Ice Punch, I don't think... Oh, if you can get off this Ice Punch, get the shield, and then get to the return, maybe the return is enough to KO. Oh, you can't make it to the return, though. You're so low. You have to throw an Ice Punch and hope it's enough to KO, but it's not. It's not enough to KO. They're going to be able to wing attack down before you get to the return. I'm pretty confident of that. Oh my gosh, yeah, they were going for it because the Ice Punch I don't think would have KO'd. So I guess they had to go for the return, but those debuffs really prevented Dusclops from getting to it. Good game. Moving on, Golbat in the lead from the opponent. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could safely go for Ice Punches here. It's up to you whether or not you want to call it or shield it. They could go Poison Fang, which in this case, the opponent does Poison Fang, so that is a good call. They could have went Shadow Ball. I don't know if they charged up for it. They probably did, but I don't really know. But either way, Ice Punch is going to connect, doing a lot of damage, and this Ice Punch will be enough to pick up the KO or get the shield. We'll see what they decide to do. They do shield it up. Very nice. Now, do you shield this next one? Or do you let this go? Going to go ahead and let it go. If it's a bait, that's a fantastic, and it is a bait, so that is fantastic. But even if it wasn't in the KO the Dusclops, you could farm down with one Pokemon in the back, right? So we're going to see the KO there. Very nice. And in comes Vigoroth. Out comes your own Vigoroth. Very nice. They're going to be able to get off an attack right now. Could shield it, could let it go. Going to go ahead and let it go. I probably would have let that go as well. We're going to see the Body Slam come out. And this Body Slam is going to connect. And really wants to get to one more. Not going to be able to do so. Going to go ahead and shield this just so you can get to one more. Actually, no, just going to be able to farm down even better. So in comes Wiliest right now. So Wiliest, okay, so going to go ahead and get off this Body Slam and then switch into Earth. We can't switch, I guess, but they farm down and now bring in the Ursaring. And this is doing a lot of damage. You just safely farm this down. You shield, safely farm this Wiliest down. I mean, this Body Slam would have been KO'd, but anyway, that will be it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.